Hi, my name is Cynthia Bument, and I've been blessed to spend this week at Twinlow Camp serving on the spiritual team for primary campers and elementary campers, but also joining us up here are some junior high water sports campers and a mission project team. So when we go into the dining room, we all grab a seat at a table. Mostly there's an adult at every table, but it doesn't mean that I'll just be sitting with primary campers. I might have some elementary campers with me. I might have some mission team campers with me who are mostly senior hires, and I might be sitting with somebody on the water sports who is a junior high camper. This particular morning, it was lunchtime. We all entered the dining room, and I was at the table with 3 senior high girls, and I was at the table with 5 primary campers. The serving for the day was French dip sandwiches and potato chips, or French fries, I think it was, French fries, and apples. And so we all gathered through the line in the dining hall, and we can pick what we want. So little kids go through, and their palate isn't exactly like somebody who's an adult, or maybe somebody who's in junior high or senior high. And so as they go through the line, they get to choose whether they want a sandwich, which is roast beef with a slice of cheese on it. Then they go to the next station and they can pick the au jus that goes with that French dip sandwich. Then they can pick fries if they want, and then they can choose an apple. Sounds pretty simple, but if you're 6 years old, that is a really complicated question and a really complicated process, but they make it through the line and we sit at our place at the table. And the older girls started noticing that their plate looked very different than the primary campers. We had 2 primary campers who chose not to go with the sandwich. They just wanted soup. So they took the au jus, which most of us know goes with the French dip sandwich, and they took it as soup. And then they took some fries, and then they took an apple. And I needed to make a trip back to the kitchen to get spoons for their soup. Now we all know that au jus has nothing in it, it's broth. So right away, the older girls started questioning, don't they know this is a dip for the sandwich? And I said, they're primary kids. They're 6 years old. Huh. Well, they didn't grab a sandwich, so they don't have anything to dip in their au jus. And I said, you know that, and I know that, but at 6, they don't have the wisdom that you have. So they began in front of these older girls to just eat their soup. And they shared how wonderful their soup was. And then they ate their fries. And again, they questioned, why aren't they dipping? Like, that's how you eat a French dip sandwich. And I responded again with, you know that, and I know that, but they don't know. And they are eating their meal, and they are enjoying their meal, and it's okay. And so I sat there at this table and I thought, isn't that kind of like church? Isn't that kind of like our church? Sometimes those of us who've been in faith a long time, we have a wisdom about us. We kind of know some of the background of why we do things. But sometimes somebody might walk through the door and they don't know why we do the things that we do. And we just take some of those things for granted. And then we start thinking, well, they need to do it like we do it. Don't they know they should do it like us? And the reality is, there's a lot of ways to do faith. There's a lot of ways to eat a French dip sandwich. And sometimes you can just eat the meat and the cheese. Sometimes you can just have the soup. And sometimes you can put it all together and you can dip it, and it's all good that way too. At the end of the day, our belief system and our faith in Jesus Christ is the most important thing. And at the end of that meal, everybody got fed. So I just ask you to think about, how do you come to the table? And are you open to the way that other people experience? And are you okay with just understanding that the real important piece is Jesus Christ? May God bless you.